Question 31. On a car trip, Sid travelled for 5.5 hours at an average speed of 27 kilometres per hour. His car used petrol at a rate of 8 litres per 100 kilometres travelled. Which calculation will give the amount of fuel in litres that Sid's car will have used on the journey? So we've got Sid travelled for his distance, 5.5 hours is going to be 72, the amount of kilometres he travelled times by 5.5, okay? And his car used petrol at a rate of 8 litres per 100 kilometres travelled. Right, so that's 8 litres. 8 litres per 100 kilometres. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're trying to figure out the amount of fuel. So it's 72 times 5.5 for a certain amount of litres, okay, is equal to 100, sorry, 100 over 8. All right, so then we can flip them. All right, so we can flip them, and that's L over 72 times 5.5 is equal to 8 over 100. Then solving for L, we've got L over 72 times 5.5 is equal to 8 over 100. So the amount of litres is going to be equal to 72 times 5.5 times 8 divided by 100. Okay, so the answer is B. All right. So this is a really hard question. You need to use ratios. Okay, so I'll just explain it again because it's really tricky. We've got the distance, 72 times 5.5, and I've got some space down here, so I'll do it down here a bit. We've got 72 times 5.5. Whatever that amount of kilometres is, whatever that kilometres is, it takes so many litres. The car goes so many litres. We don't know. I'm going to call it L. Okay, but we know in 100, we're told that efficiency is 8 litres per 100 kilometres. The engine will use up 8 litres and your car will run 100 kilometres. So for 100 kilometres, you'll use 8 litres. All right? So we can use these ratios. We can say that 72 times 5.5 over some value of L, some amount of litres, is equal to 100 over 8. And then we can flip. With fractions, you can flip. If you flip one fraction on one side, you can flip the other side. So L over 72 times 5.5 is equal to 8 over 100. And then we can, if this is a divide on this side, when we move it to this side, it becomes times. So we've got L equals 72 times 5.5 times 8 divided by 100. So there's our answer. That was B.